Good afternoon. Izet from Zetster's Lab. You will not believe where I am, but please excuse me, I need to put on my hat. It is just too hot. It is in the middle of winter in South Africa, and we're visiting friends. They live about an hour and a half from our house in Port Elizabeth, and they live on a farm 50 kilometers from a very small little town called Steytlerville. And they had drought, intense drought on this farm for a decade. You know, we came to visit many times, and the last time we came, I think it was last year, it was so dry. I was actually scared to tell them that I think this is just the most terrible that I've seen. The area, the veld, there was just nothing. Big trees were dying. Bucks were dying in the veld. Wild animals were dying all over the place. It was just horrific. And then, about a couple of months ago, the rain started to come. And look at this. I am lying on the grass that is actually wildflowers in front of the house that we are staying in for these 5 days. I mean, can you believe it? I'm busy. We went for a drive in the veld. It was absolutely gorgeous. You can see all my photos on Instagram and Facebook. And I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm in heaven. And when we came back, the sun was shining and it's bright and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and noontime. And then that is when the wildflower starts to open. They only open when it's hot enough and the sun is shining. So when we left this morning, there were you couldn't see anything. And coming back, this was what I saw. I'm going to try and show you. This is the house there at the back. And look there in front. This is the little garden. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. There you can see a huge white flowery bush. And hubby went to lie down in bed in the cold room because the house inside are very cold. And I just say, no, I'm going to come and lie down in the flowers. The smell, the bees, the birds, it's just heaven on earth. And you know what? That's what I was thinking while we were driving. Today we drove with our 4x4. And we just saw the most beautiful wildflowers in the veld. Between the dead tortoises, the dead big trees that fell over because of the drought, there were just these thousands of little flowers. Oh, it was magnificent. So as I was driving, I was thinking, what is the meaning of life? And I realized something. If we cannot enjoy and find our meaning in this moment, in this day, then what's the use? There are so many people that have much less than we do that are really happy because they've learned to be content with what they have and to find the beauty in the midst of the everyday, daily life. They don't want more. They don't fear tomorrow. That's also that I realized. They live in this moment, in this day, taking out of that day everything that they can in order to feel alive. And that, I think, is the meaning of life. When you come to the end of your life and you can look back and you say, I had a fantastic life. Why? Because every day was beautiful. I'm not there yet, but that's what I want. I want to grow to that place where I only live for what I can get out of this moment. Like now, I choose to lie and read my book in the midst of these flowers. I chose to went for this drive this morning and just be part of the beauty that I can experience today. We got to search for the things that makes us realize that we are alive, that this earthly life is worth living. So for me, it's flowers. I cannot tell you, flowers just brings me and color so much joy. And to be here on this farm and to realize that I am staying in this house with a garden absolutely bursting with flowers. It's just so amazing. And another thing that I've realized is, you know what, if the sun is not shining and it's too cold, you cannot see the flowers. They're closed. So you will not know that there is flowers. It looks like dead flowers. And then all of a sudden, when the sun comes out and the heat, and you apply that truth, I call the sun the abundant life, the truth, our very own life. When that sun comes out and it shines on these dead flowers, they come alive. And the same with our lives. We look at other people and at our life and we think, oh, shame, poor, we are in need of so many things. And then I realize something. We're all in the worldly system. The world, what the world wants, what the world is saying you need, the patterns of this world. We are all special needs people. We all need something. You're either, you need more money, you need a better house, you need health, you need to be healed of something, you're too fat, or you're too ugly, or you this and that. You're never ever enough compared to the system of this world and the worldly beliefs and stuff. Each one and every one of us are a special need person. But the minute you apply the sun, the truth, the life that is in us, that is perfect, and abundance, and life and light, when you apply that onto your life and others, you will see we are in need of absolute nothing. We are all exactly where we're supposed to be, doing exactly what we're supposed to do in the bigger picture of things. You know, the mind will never, ever, ever understand this. Never. The mind will always tell you there's something wrong with you and with everybody else, and with this situation, with that situation. That is the mind. That's your enemy. But the truth is, all is well. Life is unfolding exactly as it should. You have everything already inside of you to live victoriously through this moment, this day. That's why we're told not to fear tomorrow. Because guess what? When we get to tomorrow, we are in the now, in the moment once again. And there we are once again, filled with all wisdom, all power, all provision, all life, all peace and joy, unconditional love, everything that we need to get victoriously through the moment. And the minute, and so does everybody else. But we judge each other and we judge everybody else, and we say, but he first needs to change, this isn't right, that is not right. And everything looks dead and in need of life. But that little dead flowers, they're not dead, they look dead. But the minute you apply the truth and the life and the sun onto those flowers, they burst open, and they are absolutely beautiful. Look at this. So isn't it gorgeous? We need to stop judging each other's compared to the worldly system and rules, and we need to start looking at each other's out of the fullness that we all already are. We are part of the abundant life. We all just manifest that life differently. We've got different jobs and whatever, but the life in us is able to lead us and guide us and provide for us everything that we need to get through this moment, this day. And when we start to live in that truth, life will start to make sense in this realm, because we will realize that we've got what we need. All is well. We have nothing to fear, and we don't have to worry about our children and grandchildren and family and the country and whatever, because the life is in there too, and also guiding and leading them. But we don't have to understand the bigger picture. All we have to realize is that all is well. Well, thank you that I can share my journey with you. I am so hot. These things are on fire. You cannot believe how hot it is in this little sun, in the middle of winter. But we just need to start looking at this life through the truth that we have what it takes day by day, and start to appreciate what we do have and realize that that is perfect. And we've got to stop believing that we need something else and that this is not good enough. I love you lots. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for all my new subscribers. We're going home tomorrow. So, but we absolutely had a fantastic 5 days holiday just in this beautiful area that is usually really, really without any color and any flowers. And look at it now. And the other thing is, you don't need to bloom all the time. There are seasons of things. So if you are in a place in your life where you are not blooming, that's fine. There will come a time where you once again experience the abundant peace and joy. But it is in you. You've got it. It will surface and manifest when you're ready for it. So, all in due season. You are perfect, you are unique, you are loved, and you've got everything you need to get victoriously through this day. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab?